Hey y'all, it's Papa Boko, and I had so much fun yesterday at the full moon in Sidereal Leo party that Winter Mixed Mercury hosted. So I did pull some cards for the collective there, and the message was fabulous, and so I wanted to, just quickly share that here. So this is for the full moon in Sidereal Leo that the moon is still there because the full moon was early in Leo at 3 degrees. So I pulled the Fool and Queen of Cups. I really like this because in this, what we talked about yesterday was that in this moment is really us anchoring ourselves in our bodies and our emotions and who we are and the spiritual experience that we all have access to one way or the other through whatever means. And so Queen of Cups comes in here, and one of the things that I'm kind of introducing, I guess, as a way to look at the court cards and removing this gendered assumptions that come with that is that queens maintain, right? Queens are designed to be more about the personal, the communal, and thinking maybe more of the moon versus the sun, where the sun has to be more concerned with things outside of themselves, has to be concerned with how what they do affects other people and how that represents the community that they're part of or the suit in which they're a part of. And so queens don't necessarily have that responsibility, and that gives them this ability to be embodying themselves fully. And so that's what we need to do as a collective in this moment when there's this intense shift that is building. April 2022, a lot of planets change signs. And what that means is that the stories start to change, that we have access to different tools. We've been in this sidereal Capricorn stellium for 2.5 years. Like, this is people's Saturn return. And so how do we use this moment that is basically pushing us to have to depend on our spirituality to get us through this insanity that we're experiencing at the hands of the people who are supposed to be governing us and who we pay to govern. So the Fool is coming in here and saying that this is an opportunity for change, right? And not change in this Wheel of Fortune kind of way or death kind of way where it's happening almost to you and you have no control. The Fool, and one of the things I like about the Fool is that it's still carrying this little bag of experiences of knowledge, but you realize as you go through the journey that you don't need all of these tools, all of these things to make it through. I don't need all of these different methods to divine if I have mastered the connection to my own spirit and what I need to do in order to achieve what it is that I'm looking to achieve. What do I need on an individual level? What do I need spiritually to make sense of things? What information is actually important to me? Because that's the other part of this work, is learning that not everything is for you, and like that's okay. That's a white supremacist ideology that everything is yours and whatever you see is for your taking, and it really isn't. And like that's okay. The point really is to find what is for you, find what is part of your story, what tradition is going to help you achieve what you want to achieve for your life in the way in which you want to do that. And so this reading is coming in here and asking you to get back in touch with yourself in a deeper way. I know I keep repeating this connection to the body, but I can't help that that's the message, and having people explore what that means for them on an individual level, because people can say, I'm dealing with anxiety, and it's like, yeah, you're under an immense, stressful, oppressive system that's trying to murder you at every point or exploit your labor. So how do you then acknowledge that anxiety as a part of you being affected, and then see what it's telling to you, what it's saying, and figuring out what you need, even if that means it's different than what everybody else is telling you what you need. Take this medication, distract yourself with this. It's like, if you depend so much on other people to tell you the medicine that you need, you won't ever be able to discover that for yourself. And Queen of Cups is saying, I need to discover that for myself. Not saying you don't need community, you most definitely do. But at the end of the day, in order for you to fully discover the journey that is before you, you have to understand what your purpose is, what your role, and what experiences are important to you. That's, the beauty of sidereal astrology. That's the beauty of coming to these divination practices, is to find that. And that's all we're doing as practitioners. So I hope that was helpful for folks. Just a really quick, offering for the full moon in sidereal Leo. I hope everyone has a good week.